Hello, my name is Philip and this is my fridge freezer. I'm currently thinking what to have for dinner, but I'm really quite indecisive, so I was hoping you could help me. The options are, I've got some frozen pizzas that I could make. Oh yes, I might have, I've got some salami, so I might have pizza with salami, or yes, I've got mozzarella, so I might have pizza with mozzarella and tomato. Good option. Ooh, I have some fennel. I might make... Oh yeah, I have fennel and I have salmon. So I might make salmon and fennel risotto. That could be quite nice. Or I might have chili with rice. It's quite a British thing, chili con carne, but it's really nice, and I usually keep a few pots in my freezer. Or, ooh, yes, I might have fish fingers. That's a good option. Anything else? I'm not sure. Can you help me decide? I'm such an indecisive person. Talking about my dinner options, I use the modal verb might. We use it to talk about options and possibilities when we're not sure whether something will or will not happen. It's a modal verb, so it's always followed by a bare infinitive, like I might have, I might cook, I might make, and it's the same for all persons. So I might, you might, he might. The negative is might not, but there isn't really a contraction, we don't really use it. So I could say, I might not have ice cream for dinner, because brownies are a good option too. I haven't decided yet. In questions, we could say, might I? For example, might I ask where the bus stop is? In this case, it's really talking about possibility, and it's the same as can I ask. However, it's a little bit more polite, and we don't really use it very often. Because we use might for future possibilities, we can use it instead of will. In my video on will, click up here to watch it, I said, but I am sure England will win the next World Cup. And I was quite sure. Well, if I'm not so sure, I could say England might win the next World Cup. Who knows? We can also use the modal verb may instead of might. May and might are basically the same thing, but might is a little bit more speculative. So, in order of certainty, I could say England might win the World Cup, but I'm not sure. England may win the World Cup, let's bet. England will win the World Cup, I'm really sure. Or I could even say England is going to win the World Cup. They train every single day, there's no other way. Because the difference between will and might is the level of certainty, bonus fact, you can also use might instead of will in the result clause of the first conditional to indicate that you're a little bit less sure about the result. In my video on the first conditional, watch it up here, I said, if you study hard, you will pass the exam. Well, imagine the exam is really difficult, or your teacher mean, and you're really not sure about your abilities to pass the exam. So you could say, if I study hard, I might pass the exam. Or you could say, if the weather is good this weekend, I might go on a trip. Or I might do some gardening. I'm not sure yet. Or you could say, if they reduce the price of these plates, they might sell more of them and not have a full shop. But who knows? Apart from future possibilities, we can use might to make speculations about the present. For example, this might be a man. Or it might be a woman. It might be one person, or it might be two people. It might be Philip, or it might be Madonna. Well, it's actually both. It's a painting one of my friends made for me, and it's a recreation of one of my video covers. How cool! Or this dress might be black and blue. Or it might be white and gold. We will never know. Or this might be my favorite hat. Or I might prefer this one. Great hats, difficult choice. The verb might has the I sound in it, like ice cream, I might go to Iceland. Let's practice together. Repeat after me. I might have fish for dinner. Or Philip might make risotto. We might have ice cream afterwards. Then we might watch a film. Or we might go to bed. So, what did you learn today? Here are 5 questions to test you. Number 1. Do we use might for possibility or obligation? Number 2. What is the negative form of might? Number 3. When I say, it might rain tonight, am I sure about it? Number 4. What's the difference between might, may, and will? There's cherry inside as well. Anyway, question 5. What are you going to have for dinner tonight? Leave a comment with some options below the video. And while you're there, check the answers to your questions, because they are in the description of the video. I have some ice cream. So, lots of dinner options! I should probably go and decide now. Hey, it's dinner time. In the meantime, you might give the video a like, you might not. You might subscribe, you might not. But if you don't subscribe, and if you don't give it a like, I might be sad, and why risk that? Just joking. As always, thank you for watching, I hope you found it useful, and I'll see you in the next one.